Hello everyone, it's me Infinite Designer. Today, I will teach you that how to create this type of documentary style character introduction animation in alight motion. So, let's jump into alight motion. So, first of all, we have to make this text animation. For that, just make an element. Now, simply make background by adding a rectangle. Now add your first name. Now duplicate this layer and add the last name and place it after the first name. Like this. Now add a rectangle and give it a red color. Now adjust its size and place it behind the second text. Like this. Now again add a text and type the subtitle. Place that like this. Now use vector drawing tool and make this type of shape. Now remove its color. Add a stroke of 10 point. Make it yellow. Now click on End option and select the arrow icon. Adjust its size by changing the value. The text element is ready. Now we have to animate it. Firstly, select the first text and go to Effects. add an effect called text transform. In this effect, first go to Transform. Here, go to Offset and decrease its value to move the text this side. Now go to Alpha and decrease the value to 0. Now go to Interpolation and Easing. Set the value of ease in and ease out at 100%. Set the overlap value at 300%. Now go to Range and select End option. Now add a keyframe at 0 second and add another keyframe at 2 seconds. Go to the second keyframe and decrease the value to 0. Similarly, select the second text and add Text Transform effect on it. Again go to Transform option and here, increase the X value of offset to move the text this side. Decrease the alpha to 0. Set the ease and out value at 100 and set the overlap value at 300. Go to Start option in Range. Add a keyframe at 0 seconds and add another keyframe at 2 seconds. Increase the value to 100 at second keyframe. The text animation is ready. Now select the rectangle layer and go to Edit Shape. Now add keyframes at 1 second and 2 second. Go to first keyframe and decrease the value of X to 0. Make this kind of graph. Now select the subtitle layer and again add Text Transform effect. Go to Transform and set the component option to Word. Now decrease the Y value in offset to move the text layer down. Decrease the alpha to 0. Set the value of ease in and out at 100%. Increase the value of overlap also. Now go to range and add keyframes at 1 second and a second in start option. Go to second keyframe and increase the value to 100. Now select the arrow layer and add an effect called Drawing Progress. Go to End option and add keyframes at 1 second and 2.15 seconds. Now go to first keyframe and decrease the value to 0. Make this kind of graph here. Now go to border and shadow options. Here add keyframes at 1 second and 2.15 seconds. Go to first keyframe and decrease the stroke value to 0. Make that similar graph here also. Now remove the background layer, and the text animation is ready. Now we are going to learn about how to make the final composition. For that, make a simple project. Here, first of all, add a black rectangle for background. Then add the background image. After that, add the image of your character. Now go to Move and Transform and set the Z value at -500. Now go to Scaling options and adjust its size and place it like this. Now go to 1 second and add the text animation element that we have already created. Set its Z value at -1000. adjust its size and place it accordingly. Now select the background image and go to blending options. Here add keyframes at 1 second and 2 seconds. Go to second keyframe and decrease the opacity of the image. Make this type of graph. Now select the character image and add an effect called saturation and vibrance in color and light. Add keyframes at 1 second and 2 seconds. Go to second keyframe and set the value at 0. Make this type of graph again. Now add another effect called contour lines in drawing and edge. Here, set the color of outline like this. Then decrease the offset to 0. Now set the width according to you. Now add keyframes at 1 and 2 seconds. Go to first keyframe and decrease the width to 0. The basic animation is ready. Now we have to use null object to make 3D animation. So add a null layer. Pair all the other layers with null layer apart from the black rectangle using this option. Now select the null one and go to scaling option. Add keyframes at 0 second and 1.15 second. Go to first keyframe and zoom in little bit. Make this kind of graph here. Now go to moving option and add keyframes at 0 and 1.15 seconds. Go to first keyframe and move the null like this. Now go to second keyframe and move this in opposite direction like this. Now again go to scaling option and zoom in the scene at second keyframe. Adjust the scene at second keyframe by moving it little bit. Now go to 1 second and add another null layer. Now pair the first null with this second null. Go to moving options of second null and add keyframes at 1 and 2 seconds. Go to second keyframe and move the null like this. Make this kind of graph here. Go to scaling option and again make 2 keyframes. Go to second keyframe and zoom out little bit. Now add another null layer. Pair the second null layer with this third null layer. Now go to scaling option of the third null and add keyframes at the starting and ending point of the video. Now scale down at last keyframe to achieve the continuous zoom out animation. To make it more interesting, you can add a rough texture overlay on this. You should play out with the blending options to blend this overlay perfectly. And we are done. So that is how we can create the documentary style character animation in Alight Motion. Subscribe now to get more tutorials on documentary editing using Alight Motion.